Hey everybody, this is Justin with my first ever film video blog. Um, this is something new that I'm trying out because I just can't seem to launch and keep up with a written blog for film. And I've been trying to for the past couple of years, since 2008 or something, or 2009, I don't know, something like that. I just don't have the time to write up all those reviews and opinions and news and stuff like that. So I'm trying this to launch kind of my own little creative thing here, and I would really appreciate anybody that's watching this to support it and to kind of stick with me through this. I wanted a better sort of intro to it. I had like a neat little video package lined up, and I was gonna edit it and create it and stuff, but I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna hit the ground running and offer my first opinion. I call them opinion reviews because, I mean, by no means am I an expert on film. I'm just a fan. I like to watch movies and I like to analyze what I can analyze and just go from there. Um, but I'm gonna offer, this is my first opinion review of Zack Snyder's Sucker Punch. Um, Now, Zack Snyder is kind of an up and I have my eye on Zack Snyder because I think he's kind of a modern day visionary. And I know it's kind of stretching for haters of Zack Snyder, but I mean, he made a remake of Dawn of the Dead, which for one shouldn't even exist, but it does, and it's actually pretty alright. I enjoy it. He made 300 based off of Frank Miller's graphic novel, which I've never read the graphic novel, but I hear it's a very faithful adaptation, and it's good. It's anybody who hasn't seen 300, check it out. I'm pretty sure you have because they parodied the hell out of it back in 2007, 2008, spoof movies and all that. But I mean, it's good for what it is. I think people over exaggerate it, and now it's kind of cheesy. But when it came out, it was extraordinary and excellent. Um, After 300, he came out with Watchmen, another um, an adaptation of a graphic novel, which also was, I think, I mean, it got mixed reviews, but I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was really good, actually. There were restraints on the film, because that's actually a graphic novel I have read, and there were restraints from the adaptation, but that's really not Snyder's fault. That's something, the movie itself is 3.5 hours long, director's cut. He fit in what he could fit in, and I give him credit for that. So we have Sucker Punch. I mean, let's get the positive out of the way first. Anybody that doesn't know what Sucker Punch is, it's a movie about this baby doll girl. They call her Baby Doll, who after her parents died, she goes and lives with her. I think it's her uncle or something. I didn't really catch it, but I mean, shit goes crazy. In an attempted rape, she tries to save her sister, accidentally kills her sister, and ends up in an insane asylum. And it just takes off from there. Um, in true Zack Snyder fashion, the set pieces and the design is just excellent. Your action pieces are well choreographed, pretty good. It's just badass is what it is. I can't even use any technicalities. It's awesome just to watch. If you're gonna check it out just for visual flair, which I don't know why you pay money to do that, but knock yourself out. Also, it's kind of a surprise to me. John Hamm makes a guest appearance in the last final bit. Which anybody who doesn't know who John Hamm is, he plays the main character Don Draper in the TV series Mad Men, and he also plays an FBI agent in The Town with Ben Affleck. A very good actor, and it was neat to see him in a cameo appearance. Um, Also, really pretty solid performance by a guy named Oscar Isaac. I've never heard of him before. I'm actually just kind of checking him up on his IMDb right now. Um, but he played a pretty alright antagonist as, just this asshole boss in the asylum slash brothel, which I'll get to the rest of the movie in a second. But he had a really hardcore kind of nice little um, performance there. But that's about it, guys. That's my first big beef is the characters in the film suck. You have these five women, baby doll, Sweet Pea, Rocket, Amber, and Blondie. There are these five chicks trying to escape this insane asylum. Um, Well, what it is that while Baby Doll's in this mental hospital, she pretends that it's kind of like a prostitution brothel ring for dancers or whatever. And what happens is Baby Doll dances for these guys, and while she's dancing, the other girls try to sneak around and collect items to try to escape this brothel slash insane asylum. And while she dances, it transforms into this imaginary kick-ass land, and they proceed to fight whatever's going on, Nazi zombies, dragons, and shit. And then when the action scene's done, the dance is done, and they retrieve their item, then they move on with their day and go to the next item. Kind of like in a video game, levels, sort of. But there's no narrative structure at all in this film. It just goes from guy to guy, dance to dance, action set to action set, with no linking to what these set designs are. She's in a temple, she's in trenches, she's in a castle, they're on a train. Where the fuck are they in this imaginary kick-ass land, They just show up there, and which is, while they're kicking ass, being that it's imaginary, and being at the brothel where is sort of imaginary, there's really no sense of any real danger between the characters at all. So you don't even really have any kind of emotional connection while they're kicking ass. They're just kicking ass to kick ass, and you just kind of sit there going, it's bad. There's no good performance at all between any characters. No plot, no narrative structure. The action sets, although flashy and attractive, have no substance, so you don't even really care. When when the bad happens, when the climax happens, you're kind of hoping it happens just so something interesting could happen. Let's have something bad happen to these women. Let's kill them or something. You're excited actually to see shit go sour because something interesting in this film is happening, plot-wise. But that's really about it. That's the film. There's really not a whole lot to say about it that hasn't already been said via internet. I can go on about how the film's not really empowering women, it's exploiting them, that whole debate, but I'm not. You can, if you're a girl watching this film, you know what it is. If you're a guy, you can kind of debate it in your head, but you're just there to see him in action anyway, so fuck off. What else I want to talk about is being that I'm still a huge fan of Snyder. I still, whenever 300's on, I'll watch it. And I own Watchmen. What is this going to do for his career? Because 300, while a financial success, Watchmen wasn't. Watchmen was a financial disaster. As well as his Legends of the Guardians movie that came out in September. That was also a financial flop. And this movie is also a financial flop, at least so far in the opening box office. And Diary of a Wimpy Kid 2 beat it for the #1 spot. Come on. So Snyder has been signed on to direct a 2012 reboot of the Superman franchise, which, I'll say right now, if anybody can do it, it's Snyder. He just has that, 300 to Watchmen proof. He can adapt, comic, graphic novel, source material pretty good. But what's the news on it so far? Let's see, you have the main character from The Tudors. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, I'm sorry. He's cast as Superman, which is a little controversial, but I've never seen him act. So I can't really judge that appearance. You have Amy Adams, was this announced today actually, as being cast as Lois Lane, which is exciting. You have the parents cast, but once again, I just can't think right off the top of my head who plays them. But hold on, let me check here. Diane Lane and Kevin Costner has been cast as Martha and Jonathan Kent. So that's pretty fantastic, I think. The cast is looking to be pretty nice. And you have Zack Snyder directing, which can be pretty nice if he does this right. You have Christopher Nolan producing, which is awesome. And you have David S. Goyer writing the script, who wrote the script for The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. And some other movies. But I mean, he proves that he can write DC characters. Christopher Nolan proves he can work with DC characters, and with them helping Snyder out, and with the cast coming along, I think Superman's looking to be pretty good so far. So I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing Zack Snyder rejuvenate his career a little bit, and kind of get back on top. But Sucker Punch, to sum it up, is just Zack Snyder's wet dream. There's these chicks in skimpy outfits kicking ass for really no purpose at all. Um, it's just ridiculous. I wouldn't recommend anybody go see this movie. If I were to rate it, scale from 1 to 10, like a lot of people do, I give it about 3 out of 10. Just for the visual flair and ass kicking and Zack Snyder-ness throughout the film that I like so much. But I'd say pass, or at least wait till DVD release if you're gonna check it out and pay a little money. Well, that's it for my first video opinion review. I'm sorry it's so sloppy. I just got fresh out of the movies, and I really wasn't planning on doing this tonight. And like I said, I kind of had an intro plan, but I scrapped that. I might incorporate the package in my next blog, so I'm not gonna review probably again until sometime in April. And I want some kind of filler. I want to keep the ball rolling on this now that I've kind of turned on the webcam and recorded it. But anyway, I hope maybe this was helpful in deciding your movie-going viewing experience. Keep checking back on the blog. I'm hoping to have more structure in it. Maybe it won't be so long next time. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, see you guys later. Have a good one.